Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Don Peterson. The video you're about to see is actually an excerpt from Miyagi for Golf, which is my online training course. So if you like the video, at the end I'll give you a link to Miyagi for Golf, my online training course. And please like and subscribe. Look forward to seeing you back here and helping you with your golf game. Okay, another one of my drills that came out of baseball is called Pickle Drill. And I think we know in baseball, if you get caught in the pickle, you're in a rundown in between two bases. And when you're in a rundown, you're starting and stopping really fast, okay? So I used to run lines in basketball. We used to run lines. And I told someone one time that when I change directions in my golf swing, when I go to the right and go to the left, for me, I'm a right-handed golfer. So when I transfer it into my trail leg and then I change directions, it kind of feels like I'm running and I hit a wall, and that's when I brace and stop, and then I go back the other direction. So let's think about that. Let's think about running, stopping, and then changing directions and going the other way. So in the golf swing, when I swing away from the target, so I've got all this momentum going to my right, and for me, like I said, I'm right-handed, so I'm away from the target is to my right. So I'm going to transfer all my weight. So it almost feels like momentum is going away from the target that direction. And what I want to do with my trail foot, my trail leg, it feels like I've got momentum and I'm going like that. It's like I've got all my momentum and I'm stopping it, and then I'm going to change directions. So think about your momentum going into that trail leg. And you don't have to move your head that much to get momentum. So you kind of feel it from the ground. It's like I'm going to put all that momentum into this trail leg, and then I'm going to stop it. I'm going to feel like I'm braced on the inside of my foot, and I'm going to push off and change directions. And that's when I go back to my lead side and up tall. Okay, so here's kind of what the concept is. It's like momentum's going to the trail leg like this. I'm going to stop and brace. I'm going to feel like I change directions just like when I'm running. So as soon as I plant this leg, I change directions. And that's a lateral move. And it's okay if you go lateral for just a second, because you're going to go lateral back to your lead side, and then you stand up tall. So it's like I go into my trail, and then I go up back to the left and tall. Okay, into my trail, back to the lead, finish up tall. So it starts looking like this. It kind of, you get some momentum right, and then you change directions and come back to the left with it. All right. Or if you're right-handed golfer or left-handed golfer, you go momentum left and back to the right, get that momentum. So there's nothing wrong with this, because it actually gives you, again, it makes you feel more efficient, and actually stabilizes. So I'll use my bat for that. Let me show you what I mean. So here's a bat just standing up, and if I stand it straight, and with no weight on it, it's not a very good brace. But if I stand that bat up and then I put weight on top of it, now it becomes a pretty good brace. All right, so that's the same thing that happens. What we're trying to do is we're trying to put weight over the trail hip, over the trail knee, and on the inside of that trail foot, and then it's like everything stops. So I put the weight there. It's like I run into it, right? It's like I'm running and I'm stopping. There's the pickled part of it. And then I change directions and go the other direction. So if you get this feeling in your swing, what's going to happen is you're going to start having feeling like there's rhythm. It's like this rock and rock. And in baseball, they call it rock and fire, right? Rock and fire. And in golf, it's kind of the same thing. Even though we're not throwing a pitch, we are throwing this club head. So it's kind of the same concept, rock and fire, okay? And it'll give you a rhythm, again, from the ground up. Most of you are going to be doing this with your arms, hands, and shoulders, and that's where you get messed up. You're not really using your athletic ability to learn how to throw this club head correctly. So we're going to learn to throw it with our body and not with our arms, hands, and shoulders. So if I can get you to do this little pickle drill just to get a feeling for moving your weight back and forth, rock to your trail, come back to your lead, finish up tall, stick your finish, and you'll be off to the races. That's the motion that we want. A big feeling of weight transfer. Nothing wrong with that. And the funny thing is, the more you feel like you're rocking back and forth, you really won't be moving back and forth with your head. What'll happen is your head will stabilize, because we're rocking to this trail leg, and then we're rotating our shoulders, and we're going to be looking at the ball. Your head will stay still because it just good rotation. It won't stay still because you're trying to keep it still, because you're actually trying to make movement. And that's better than being static. I think being static in golf, I see too many people that try to be static and then they don't move their head, but they're not moving anything else as well. And that can be really detrimental. So learn to have turn, coil. The pickle drill is a great example of feeling weight transfer from the ground up and starting your swing. Just so you know, the start of the swing is right there. As soon as I run, like I'm running the pickle, as soon as I stop, the start of my downswing is right there. I stop and I start going back towards the target. So if I'm swinging a golf club, there's the start of my downswing. The club's not even much past waist high because I've already stopped and I'm already starting to go back. So what happens is your hips actually lead you out of your backswing. All right, and then kind of a whip action back through the golf ball. So it's a good feeling, a good concept. I hope it helps you. All right, so there you go. Thanks for watching my video. If you have more interest in Miyagi for Golf, it's an online training course where we ship you tools so you can train in the comfort of your own home. The tools will be available later this year. Right now, I'm offering Miyagi for Golf at a discounted rate, so check out MiyagiForGolf.com.